Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning, August 14th, and I'm outside already. It's a little bit before 7 o'clock. I think this is the earliest I've ever been out. And so I did not get to mulch last night, so let me show you how everything looks in the day. Okay, so as you can see, I got the paper down. So now all I'm going to do is just put the mulch on top of that. And I'm going to clean up. Actually, I think I'm going to throw all that stuff away, get rid of that stuff before I start, because I'm going to need to bring the cart in there. But I'm excited because once I do this, I will have finished the color wheel part of the Parterre Garden. And so that's 2 sections down, because that's the color wheel, and then of course the memorial sections. And then I just have the last sections here and over there to go. So I'll start on those next week. I'm really excited to start seeing the end of this project. So let me go get some bags for trash, get this stuff moved out of the way, and then I will be ready to start. I'll set up the camera so you guys can see me mulch the final section of the color wheel. And then I do have some cleaning up to do because, like I said, somebody's coming over. And yeah, then I'll kind of start, if I have time, I might start plotting out the next section over there, because I want to show you what's up, what's on tap next. Okay guys, so it is done. I have finished the second segment, so I'm gonna walk you guys around to show you how it looks, and then I just have one segment left to go. I do feel kind of good. I'm gonna be doing some more like administrative stuff I think over the next couple days, like for example staking things, and kind of working out where I'm the last section. But let me turn the camera around and show you what I've got. Okay, so right here, these are all the things I have left to plant. There's more germander. There's some new seedlings I've started. Some of this will go in these middle sections. Some of these will go out in the driveway beds. Like, for example, I started some Colorado blonde yarrow that's going to go in the driveway beds. I have some magnolia trees. They're actually going to go 2 in here and 2 over there, but more on that later. I do have to do some weeding, so that's another thing I'm going to have to work on. But anyway, enough of that. So this is the pink section, which is kind of out of control. I think this is the Luminosa pink Xenia. I'm going to cut these because I want them to start branching out a little bit more. I mean, they're branching out on their own. I didn't pinch any of these. This is the memorial section from my paternal grandfather, and I have to do a video on that because I don't think I've actually talked about what the flowers in this section represent. And so this is pink section 1. This is pink section 2. I think this is the raspberry sorbet. Xenia, need to cut these back. I think I need to clip those heads, so I think that's going to start self-seeding everywhere. I'm not going to look at the weeding. Okay, this is the red section down here. Yeah, that Dahlia, which is Gideon, yeah, it's supposed to be more red than that. But anyway, I got some red zinnias in here. These are Cherry Queen. This is the Berry Chiffon Coreopsis. I did plant some, what is it called? Sangrita Echinacea in here. There are some other dahlias. We're going to get a rainstorm today, so those shall start picking up. There is some amaranth back there. It's not doing too well because the Gladiolas fell over, which reminds me I need to get another stake. This is one of the mums I got from Bluestone Perennial. It's the red one, and quite frankly, I don't remember its name, but it's doing quite well. It's like tripled and even quadrupled in size. So that's the dianthus I got from, oh my gosh, did that echinacea die? Okay, I think I just need to cut it back. Okay, so that's the dianthus, and that I got from the Philadelphia Flower Show, and I Chelsea chopped it. It's coming back. You know, I need to dig out all of these water lines because I don't know if that's getting water. Yeah, I'm going to have to troubleshoot this section. The red section was nice because on one hand, you know, the poppies did a great job, and next year all these perennials in here will be more established, so I don't, you know, yeah, it'll be different, but I need to work on the section more. So this is over here is, let's see, I guess, you know what, I think because that's a echinacea too. I think I just need to cut the stalks off. It's probably fine, but I will add some more mulch down there. The Xenia Cherry Queen is getting kind of big. This right here is a scabiosa. It's called Beaujolais. Over here I did sombrero or salsa red echinacea. It's got more orange in it. This right here is a soulman dahlia. So this one right there, one right there. That Cherry Queen, I love the color on that one. This is the Nasturtium. As you can see, it's getting big again. I may have to clip it back another time. This is in the orange section. I actually need to deadhead all these Gladiolas because they're looking kind of ugly. But the orange section, yeah, this is the orange section, y'all. It's happy. These are the 4 o'clocks, which are crazy. These right here are calendula. I'm going to actually cut all these back and see if they'll flush out again. Yeah. So these are, I forgot which Gladiolas these are, but these are the orange Gladiolas. And then these are the Snapdragons. And let's moving down. Oh, you know what? These are the Chamois asters. There's some that are blooming. I'll show them to you in a minute. The 4 o'clocks are a little vigorous and taking over. Definitely, I mean, I would grow them again. I will definitely grow fewer of them because, man, these things are big, and actually I'm pretty sure they're taller than what they're supposed to be, which is the story of my garden this year. Okay, so that's the Agastache back there, and there's actually a daylily in here. You can't even see it. Here is the Chamois aster. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, that Dahlia is supposed to be orange. isn't working out. These 4 o'clocks are so big, they're falling over. I'm going to get a stake and try, I'm going to try something, because it's like, this walkway is 3 feet wide, and look at that. Okay, so this is more calendula. Once again, I'm going to cut this back. It looks like it's getting powdery mildew. So I actually do have some orchard spray, which has got sulfur in it. Will take care of most issues. This, I don't even know what dahlia this is. It is kind of fading to a corally kind of color, so I guess that's okay for this section. These are snapdragons. I do see, I think that's the color spectacle dahlia, but it's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be much bigger, so, but hey, it is what it is, right? Okay, and so now we're getting around, okay, this is crazy, y'all. Look. Okay, hang on, let me move this bench out of the way. This over here is the yellow section, which also kind of went crazy. I need to take the heads off those sunflowers because, number one, I don't want them necessarily seeding everywhere. The other thing is I don't want mice because they like to eat the seeds. These are the straw flower, which are going strong. That's a coronation gold yarrow, which is doing okay. There's a rose bush back there. I think you can, I don't even know if you can see it. I'll have to go on the other side. But these are the sunflowers. I got to start clipping some of these heads off. This one kind of fell over. This is the Kevin Floodlight Dahlia. These fell over. I keep saying that. Next year, I definitely have to work on support structures more because these are like double what they're supposed to be. And the straw flowers are actually perennial in my zone, so I'm gonna also have to rework these beds because this is just not gonna work. So I see some Rudbeckia in there, which are blooming, and I see some other leaves in there. I don't even know what that is from what I planted. I really don't. Is it? I know I can see some hollyhock back there. The yellow section is crazy. I do have some intersectional peonies, Bartzella, that need to go in here. I'll have to wait till everything dies back in the fall. So this is the second yellow section, which is kind of like leaning into the green section. And that is the Seattle Dahlia. And so then this is the pink, the green with pink accents. So like, for example, I've got my clean line with blotch. The Gladiolas looks like are about to start blooming. So that'll be nice. And then these, I guess I'm a little bit disappointed with the green twister because they don't have as much green in them as they should. So there are some green wizard Rudbeckia in here somewhere. Once again, I'm not going to talk about the fact that I need to weed. Oh my gosh. So I don't really come out here much because it's so near the street, but guys, oh, look at that. Hang on. The verbascum is blooming. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that must be what those leaves are. So that's the verbascum. These are the Limelight Hydrangeas, which I have to say are doing well considering the fact that they're not on any water. They've been subsisting solely on rainwater. The bottom ones are floppy, but I think they'll strengthen over time. This is the rose bush back here. Wow, and these hollyhock are huge. So that'll be nice next year. Next year, the sunflower won't be here, hopefully, and I will put in fewer and that sort of thing. So this side should not look quite as wild, but next year, I'm going to put a second row of hydrangeas back here. And they're bigger. The hydrangeas I'm putting in here are bigger. It's like Quickfire and Pinky Winky. So, if this is how much they grew in 1 year, and they were really tiny. So next year, I think I'll have a fairly solid hedge, which will back this up. And, well, number one, it's going to disguise all of this from view. But on top of that, it should keep things a little bit more constrained. I hope. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how that all works out. Okay. So over here is the green with white section. The Dahlia finally opened. Everything else seems to just be getting really established. I'm not expecting any blooms from this section. I don't know really what happened. The Gladiolas are up. They're sending out flower stalks, so those should be blooming soon. This is one of the blue-purple sections. So these are all the Xenias. I'm going to cut all these back so that I guess they can start getting more blooms. There are some delphiniums in here that are still blooming, which didn't know they actually do that. That's the sky blue ones. And there is, okay, so there's 2 dahlias in here. This one right here, which is getting ready to open. One is like Beautiful, and the other one I think is called Blue Tide. And so that one's over there. So those are getting ready to open soon. These dahlias, let me see if I can show you, compare to myself. Yeah, so this is like chest height. And then this right here is the second blue section. I do have some purple yarrow that I'm going to put in here as well as there. Don't know where I'm going to put them in there, but definitely in here. And I have, I can't remember. Oh, you know what? I did see some additional perennials I was going to buy to put in here. And last but not least, this is the white section that I just finished planting. So yeah, it looks tiny now. I'm hoping it'll fill in a little bit before the fall gets here. The mums should definitely get bigger, and hopefully we'll get some blooms this year. So that's it, guys. So I'm just gonna do a silent walk around. So that's 2 sections complete. So the second section I completed was the memorial garden, which is around the fountain, and I just got to do these 2 block sections. So now for the silent tour.